Magandang araw. Naririnig ba ako, teachers? Maraming
Yes po.
information. Nakita ko rin yung request. So, allow me to share first the syllabus. May message din sa akin. For a while lang, teachers, ha? Okay, kindly check sa group chat. Pinorward ko na kung na-open yung document. Ayan, na-open, teachers. Okay naman ba? Sige, maraming salamat, no? Nagka-process pa rin ako, no, for decoration ng event. Pero I decided to have this lecture muna, interactive lecture din natin about the definition or nature and definition of the learning environment. Yan yung una natin topic ngayon. Sige. So nakikita ba ang slide deck, teachers? May I see a confirmation in your end para before I start? Hindi ko kayo makita for a while. Ayan. Ayan, nakikita ba, teachers? Sige. So while you are drafting your collaborative course plan, so until next week pa yun na para ample time kayo hanggang Thursday pa po ipe-present kasi Monday ay holiday. Okay, so ang focus muna natin, I want a clear definition para sa ating lahat kung ano nga ba ang learning environment. Sige. And I'll also have a video analysis. So opening prayer tayo, kumustahan. We'll have the learning environment, its nature and definition. I will be sharing yung old toolkit kasi syllabus yun na-endorse din sa akin ngayong term. Pero meron kasi kami noon na from other proponents ito, no, other than the syllabus now, meron ng toolkit. So pero ang ganda nga rin ng syllabus ngayon, no, maraming resources, references. Pero bibigay ko rin yung toolkit sa previous na mga forums para magamit nyo rin siya. Maganda siyang professional reading diet nyo rin, no? And then, we have the video analysis of TED Talks, Every Child Needs a Champion. So, i-relate po natin ito dito sa natutunan natin sa nature and definition, no, of a learning environment. This is from Rita Person. She's one of an educator champion na she's known, no, worldwide about her passion and commitment in education. And then, let's have the video key takeaway. So as I mentioned, wala ako masyado sa inyo na mga written. I-forgo din natin, no, pati yung, what do you call this, yung mga worksheets. I-discuss na lang natin siya during the class sa malayang talakayan. But first, may I have your permission to record this as reference? Ang ating session, pa-thumbs up na lang po. Salamat sa confirmation.
Recording in
teachers.
progress.
Sige, this is being recorded now. Then we have collaborative course plan asynchronous tasks. So I mentioned, hindi ko pa siya expected na mabubuo ninyo. Pag-aralan yung mabuti, himayin yung mabuti, ano yung makakagaan sa inyo, o pag mag-streamline kayo ng activities na nakita nyo sa syllabus ngayon para i-propose ninyo gaya nung nakaraang kurso. So open tayo, no? I-review ko at i-approve ko rin. Then closing prayer na tayo. So to start with, we will pray first. So pagdasal natin ng kapayapaan, no, sa ating mundo. Pagdasal natin din ng kaligtasan sa mga sakit, lalo na sa mga danger effects ngayon, no? Marami rin nagkakasakit. Pagdasal natin din ang ating mga personal na intensyon.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شمل المسلمين والكريستيان والأمم في مدينة دماغ وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you, when we forget to acknowledge your presence in the image of our brothers and sisters, and for moments we fail to be good stewards of the blessings you have given us. Continue to guide and protect each one of us, Lord, that we may always walk in the light of your everlasting love and mercy. Grant us, Father, with your comfort in times of distress and with your strength in times of weakness. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the prayer and the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen.
Ayan, magandang araw mga guro, no? Teachers ay natawag ko, na-mention ko rin sa inyo, no? Sa aking mga classes at mga FST. Kasi maging ganap na guro rin kayo, malapit na rin, no? Sige, kumustahin po muna tayo. 1 po kapag all is well, 2 not feeling well, at 3 hopeful. Muli magandang araw sa ating lahat, no? Sana nasa mabuting kalagayan ng lahat. Pero ngayon, nais ko makita kamusta kaya tayo ngayon. Feel free po to type in the chat box. So ano po, ayan, may 1, may 3, parang madaming 1, no? Ayan, may 3 din, may mga hopeful din. Sige, maraming salamat sa mga tugon. Sige, 1 minuto pa po. Ayan, nakakatuwa naman makita no, mostly 1 at 3. So all is well naman at hopeful. Thank you for sharing sa aktibong partisipasyon. Tayo ay tutungo. Okay, ito ang mga sasagutin natin. Mamaya, ipresenta ko na siya. No? Meron tayong papanoorin na video sa TED Talk. Ito ay Every Child Needs a Champion kay Rita Person na nabanggit ko rin kanina. So what is the video all about? Ang tatandaan natin, how would you describe the teacher and your view of her students and teaching in the video? And as a future-ready teacher, how should you view students and teaching under your care? Okay? Sige. Dahil dyan, maaring ito na yung simula na muna natin bago dun sa toolkit na gagawin ko, no? So, let us critically analyze the video with the guide questions given. Tapos mamaya ay magkakaroon na tayo ng interactive na discussion din. Sige, maraming salamat. At i-angkla natin to, no? Managing the learning environment po, ang focus ng kurso.
I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class because I am the best teacher and you are the best students. They put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so, I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, minus 18 sucks all the life out of you. Plus 2 said, I ain't all bad. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. And kids can be cruel. And so she kept those things in her desk, and years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Can we stand to have more relationships? Absolutely. Will you like all your children? Of course not. And you know your toughest kids are never absent. Never. You won't like them all, and the tough ones show up for a reason. It's the connection, it's the relationships. And while you won't like them all, the key is they can never, ever know it. So teachers become great actors and great actresses, and we come to work when we don't feel like it, and we listen to policy that doesn't make sense, and we teach anyway. We teach anyway because that's what we do. Teaching and learning should bring joy. How powerful would our world be if we had kids who were not afraid to take risks, who were not afraid to think, and who had a champion? Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it is not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thank you so much.
Okay, maraming salamat sa pakikinig sa ating panunod sa video. Ngayon naman, teachers. Ayan. So, ating sagutin po. Ganun pa rin po tayo, no? Hindi necessarily lahat sagutin ng lahat sa atin, kundi pipili lamang tayo ng isa na numero at ilalagay sa ating chat box. Kasi may thinking time din tayo, may sapat na oras muna na iproseso ang mga tanong. Sulat po ang numero at ang kasagutan. At kung may handa pong mag-recite din at pipili na kahit anong numero, ay maaaring i-raise up. Ito po ang unang natin na activity. Class participation activity for today. Maraming salamat. Take your time. When you're ready, you may write your answers. Thank you. Habang naghihintay tayo ng mga kasagutan, bigyan ko lang ng background story, no? So, kung i-aanalisa rin natin ang video, ito ay nangyari sa ibang bansa, ngunit kung makikita natin yung mga danas ay halos kapareho lang. At kahit hindi binanggit ng eksaktong setting, ito ay maaaring nasa pampublikong paaralan din. May ilan mga datos na binigay din, no? Sinisita person na masasabi natin na maaaring ganon dahil sa kalagayan o sitwasyon, lalo na yung mga mag-aaral ng kanyang ina. Okay? Sige. So, yun lang muna ang konteksto na ibibigay ko at maaari nyo pong ibigay ang mga kasagutan ninyo sa chat box. Bahagi rin po ito ng inyong class participation ngayong araw. Maraming salamat. Ayan, mayroon na tayong unang tugon. So I would like to acknowledge po, no? The video is about the importance of student-teacher relationship. Okay? The students tend to become more motivated when they are valued and encouraged. Yes, a strong teacher-student connection fosters trust and resilience. Okay. Makikita natin, no, na hindi ka iba. Sila ay first world country. Pero ganun din yung danas ng mga bata din. More so, narinig din natin, no, gaya ng gutom, nabanggit na natin last time, may epekto ito, no, kahit kung babasahin natin sa EDCOM2 report, at ibang mga report ngayon, no, meron siyang malaking epekto ang gutom o walang kakayanan nila na may pagkain araw-araw. Ang ibang mga bata nga daw, mga teachers ay natutuwa na may pasok kasi kahit sa first world country, ibang bansa, ay meron silang mga supported na mga food. Pag walang pasok, gutom din. So yan ay isang factor na tinitignan din natin, no? Sige. So as a future ready, and we should make positive environment. Yes. So everything, okay, do and take. Yes. Where their wonderful smile and take a risk that will make them brave enough to challenge. Because I believe that a positive and healthy environment can make, ayan, better learning for both teachers and students. Sige. Okay, those are from teacher Althea and from teacher Clarence, from teacher Gia. Different, okay, how different my teachers were from the speaker. How much important connection is. Okay, even though she handled the lowest section, she did not give up and instead motivated them. Total opposite of some teachers I've seen way back. They rank the first section, they would just let them do their thing and leave with something on to write on the board. Parents already gave up on them. I feel like it's cruel for teachers to, yeah, okay. So, tayo na natuto ako sa mga sharing no, yun, no, lahat meaningful and valuable. So, hopefully teachers, when you become teachers yourselves or head of institutions, administrators, ang lalaki ng potential nyo, sana, at tinatawag natin school climate, no? Yung culture ng school nyo, you will build on it. You will train the teachers to be like that, more empathy, connection, yan, sinasabi nyo, kindness. Meron nakarelate nga na si Teacher Gia na same experience na sa lowest section nakita niya. Ganun ang treatment na rather sana opposite kasi sila yung nangangailangan. Okay, so Teacher Margaret, ayan, human connection in education. Okay, it becomes impactful when students feel seen, heard, and valued. More so, no, sabi nga may mga trust na, halimbawa, the least, the last, and the lost. Malaki yung mission natin as educators sa ganon, no? Okay, to be the one who sees potential in them when they struggle, okay? Thank you for that. So, kuha na lang ako ng mga keywords then, no? Next, Teacher Giselle, connection, yes. Not just professionally, emotionally, and personally. So, holistic tayo, no, for lifelong learning. Okay, their needs, support their growth, and create a safe space that makes a difference, no? Yan ay naisa sa batas na yung safe spaces. No? Dati uso mga corporal punishment. Hanggang ngayon, there are debates. May mga gusto, ang corporal punishment dapat daw, tough dapat sa mga students. Meron din mga debates sa mental health issue, masyado daw ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, I think no, ang rule naman natin is to be kind and to let everyone be safe. Siguro hindi naman makaka-harm yun, no? Sige. So let's go to the next. Teacher Shaina May. Ayan. Teacher-student learning process. Yeah, importance of building strong connections in the classroom. Fostering relationships, lighter, healthier environment. Okay. Feel safe, actively, and engage. Students are not afraid, yeah, to engage from the learning process. It enhances overall experiences. Sige, just to share na sabi nga, isa yun sa nabasa ko rin, sabi nga, ang nervous system natin, hindi siya dinesign para mag-take ng fear ng iba-iba pa, no, na hindi masyadong emotion. So talagang from the start, even sa, halimbawa, sa childhood, pataas, we were also, no, yung system natin is to take in more positive, no, nakikita ko pa ulit-ulit, sabi niyo, safe, positive experiences din. Sige. Building strong relationships with learners is essential. Ayan, it supports growth academically, not only academically, but also as an individual, no? we see the human, okay? Yung humanistic view rin natin, yun pumapasok, no? Lasting impact, potential influencing future generations, creating ripple effect that may transform our educational system. Okay, ito, ayun ay kay Teacher Jonabel din, no? At kila Teacher Shaina, equally meaningful din ang mga sharing at valuable lahat ng sharing nyo. So kay Teacher Christina Marie naman tayo. Okay, building strong and positive relationships between students and teachers. Okay, emphasizes the best when they are loved, supported, and believed in. Kay Teacher Alisa Jean, okay, expounded the importance of relationship within the teacher and students. Relevance, making impact also, no? Yan, parang recurring, no? Na nasa-share niyo yung impact. Okay. Teaching as a way to elevate lives. Okay, make noticeable changes then. And she teaches wholeheartedly, no, in upbringing lives. Sige, thank you. Ayan, number 2 yung kila teacher. Thank you, teacher, sa mga nag-share sa meaningful at valuable insight. Meron pa tayo, no? Salamat sa active participation kay Teacher Russell. Ayan, so sa progress, highlight ko na lang yung mga keywords. Progress and process of learning at words are very powerful, no? It might affect students' lenses in the aspect of learning, positive or negative. Sabi nga, no, kapag educator, we can really make or break a student. That's why we are really very careful. Kasi nga, sabi nga nila, no, mas madaling gumaling kung physical na sugat. Pero kapag tayo ay, yun nga, words, no, i-highlight ko yung words, kapag tayo, human as we are, baka matend natin na magsabi tayong nakakapanakit, we can never tell kung paano yung paghilom, no, medyo maano rin yun, sa part na yung verbal. Okay, no words na hindi pleasant sa mga bata. Kaya when we manage the learning environment, let us be very vigilant and careful, no? With how we choose our words and communicate. Ayan. And we are geared towards positive impact, no, to students' learning. Thank you for that meaningful insight also and valuable insight. Similar to the rest, at kay Teacher Trisha, okay, educators being champion for students, no, providing support, educators motivate, okay, build relationship, and balikan natin yung nag-share din sa inyo na meaningful and insightful. May iba lang na teachers, no? Kasi iba-iba ang ating philosophy nga. Yan sabi ko sa inyo, titimplahin nyo rin. Kayo rin ay magiging educators. Kayo ba ay mga teachers na sobrang strict? Ano bang philosophy nyo? Ganyan. Kayo ba ay medyo humanistic ba kayo? Progressivist ba kayo? O constructivist ba kayo? Marami, no, na pwedeng titingnan nyo ano yung philosophy nyo, yung approach nyo to ano. Pero at the end of the day, no, tignan din natin sana kung ito ba, siguro ang rule of ano na lang natin is ito ba beneficial sa mga bata? Wala namang masama ng may good disciplining, no? Pero let's try to check ba na may connection na ba tayo sa mga bata, di ba? Managing learning environment. Meron ba itong something na safe nga, no? Kunin ko yung mga words nyo. Safe ba ito? At ito ba yung something na hindi natin mabibreak din yung bata, no? Ano man, across levels din. Sige, from Teacher Jessica, ayan, truly admirable daw. And it's not merely as students, but kay na doon yung guidance and nurturing, no, and strong, meaningful connections with each student din. At supportive relationship na meron din learning, growth, and development. Okay? And then from teacher, ay sorry na dito, ayan, okay, hindi naman pala, kasi may number 2 rin na nakasulat kay Teacher Jessica, equally meaningful and valuable. Okay, pupunta na tayo kalit sa last 4, okay? Kay Teacher Shandy, ayan. Yan. Merong hin-highlight si Miss Person na, Miss Rita na, we won't always like our students, no? Pero one thing that I've learned then in GCED, okay, in the Global Citizenship Education, we also have to remove the bias. Pero human as we are, tama yung sinabi niya, sometimes we tend to have preferences. Kaya as teachers, dapat po tayo maalam din sa whole brain learning. Ito rin yung napansin ko sa other teachers din, no? Both nung ako'y student, o ako'y nagtuturo, o ako'y naging admin din pag kinakausap ko sila after ko na-i-observe ko sila sa classes. Or even yung mga simple interactions ko with different teachers, PTs, or FS. Sometimes we tend to have standards or may preferences tayo of what is an ideal or a good student. Okay. Pero nagtutunan ko yan sa Global Citizenship Education sa GCED na we have to remove the bias if we really want to be objective. When you say bias, tatanggalin mo lahat, no? Na kung ano yung preference mo, dapat ang bata ay mabango. Di ba sabi nga ni Ma'am Rita, ang hirap magturo, pagpapaw. Pero kung gusto nyo talaga mag-public school teachers, expect, no? Ako rin ay, yun nga, nag-observe din sa mga ano, at ako yung meron din mga interaction sa public school. Talagang may mga bata na hindi naliligo, madumi ang damit, halatang hindi nila pa ng ilang araw. So, tatanggalin din natin kung gusto natin na maging objective talaga tayo, no? Kung sabi nga na all-embracing educator tayo, kailangan yun ang tignan din natin, no? Kasi marami yan. Pwede rin sabihin nga natin na ayaw ko itong klase na itong ingay-ingay. Bias na yun sa atin. And so, kahit may gano'n na pagkakataon, kung gusto natin ma-remove, mahirap siyang gawin, oo, pero kaya naman kung gugustuhin, tanggalin natin yun at mag-focus tayo sa mga students na hindi nila ginusto yung danas na gano'n. Maaring yung student mo na yun, kunwari public school setting tayo, tapos wala naman kahit pambiling tide kasi hindi pang kain, kanin, wala silang kain 2 araw. Basurero pareho yung magulang. Umuulan. Hindi sila malakas yung ulan. Something to that extent. No? Yan yung mga totoong danas, totoong buhay na i-immerse tayo doon. No? Makikita nga natin paano yung perspective din natin na tatanggalin talaga natin yung bias or etc. Okay? So however, yan, the future ready teacher, yan, stand strong and teach them anyway. Na itong mabango na mga grupong to, isang bata na sira-sira yung chinelas, pumapasok pa rin sa'yo, equal naman yung respect sa'yo nila. Yun yung tatandaan din. And they are equal, yung eyes nila, parang sa pedestal ka pa, no, bilang guro, ang taas ng tingin sa'yo. Kaya tama, balikan natin yung words. Kaya bago natin sabihin yung words na sasabihin natin sa dalawang bata, no? Imbis na madimin natin, ma-break natin, sabihin, ang baho-baho mo, hindi ka naliligo. Sometimes we hear teachers saying that. We have to be honest, may mga ganun magsalita. We might as well, no, kayo titimplahin nyo pa lang kung ano kayong guro. Timplahin niyo rin, no, kung paano kayo magko-communicate. More so how you will build connections or disconnection ba? So it will be your choice, okay? Always believe they are champion in their own ways. Okay? Tama yun, no? Sila ay may kanya-kanyang kakayanan at kaya nila no, na maging champion din. Yung mga bata, ano man yung danas. Okay? So, build meaningful relationships with students. Ayan. Understanding and uplifting, no? Nakikita natin, recurring yung ilang words, no? Umuulit na recurring, ayan, inspiring, uplifting, ganyan. And then, meaningful relationship, ayan, be motivated in learning and positive learning environment. Yan, nauulit din, no? So, yun ay kila Teacher Melissa Hart, Teacher Shandy, Teacher Jessica, yung last batch na binasa ko, equally meaningful and valuable. So, let's go to the last batch, kay kila Teacher Jericho naman. So, good relationships, to be motivated, ayan, enhance their learning. It's not about the mastery of the subject, yan, making strong and positive relationship. So, how you will also build rapport and connection, mahalaga yun, no? Kasi kahit sabi ko nga, kakatapos ko lang ng Grand Demo final observation. So, tawag dito, inobserve ko sila, no, yung mga ano natin, yung mga FS teachers. At na-highlight ko, nakita ko yun, nung una, medyo hirap sila kasi pag first time adjustment na yung rapport or connection. Pero, hinighlight ko na they exceeded also my expectation, no, nakakatuwa, ilang araw pa lang sila nagtuturo, nagkaroon sila ng connection, ng rapport to the students. Hindi sila nag-focus ng content, yung gaya sharing dito, no? Kundi talaga meron silang connection, no? Makikita yung positive relationship nila, okay? Dahil kailangan talaga po yun. Kahit gaano kaganda ang visual aids mo, digital pa yan, meron kang online informative games pa yan, gamified, pero kung wala kang connection, hindi ma-feel ng mga bata or rapport, so most likely baka hindi rin sila makakonect sa lesson. Okay? Next is, ayan, let's proceed to Teacher Jane Catherine, no? So, ayan, communication, having positive relationship. And yeah, when they are acknowledged by their teacher, small acknowledgement, no, yung small praise, it goes a long way. And it's a big motivation. Okay, the positive relationship was also evident, no? In the video din, at paano, no, habang kinukwento niya, parang na-imagine na rin natin yung classroom ni Miss Person. And also from Teacher Joanna, ayan, passion that comes from place of love and care. Okay, because yan, okay, teaching is about providing content, not just content, positive environment that students can grow and push their capability more. Okay, when I read the title, I remember the story of Temple Grandin because the TED Talks reminded me how that one teacher believed on Temple Grandin's capability while her other teachers gave up on her own. And that teacher who fought for her made her feel that she is so much more. Okay, give a virtual applause for your insightful and meaningful sharing, and everyone also who also listen. Pagbati mga teachers. Ngayon, ang second activity, I want you to type in the name of your teacher, ano yung grade ninyo or level. Okay? Na-encounter niyo sila, yung talagang they made a big difference, impact on you. Sige, I will let you type it in. So thinking time muna tayo, pwede nating i-recall. So name a teacher, type grade level, ganun lang po. Then you don't necessarily need to explain kasi I know na, ayan, may impact siya sa inyo. Sige, you may type in when you're ready na po. Teacher's name at anong level, yung talagang hindi nyo siya makakalimutan. Ayan, so meron tayo no grade 7, Miss Regina Gallardo. Yan. So talaga may mga teachers talaga na may naging maano yung impact sa atin, no? Sige, when you're ready, it's okay, teachers. You can also share. Yan, that's from Teacher Gia, no? From Teacher Alisa Jean, Miss Melanie May, and Moreno, grade 7 to 10 journalism teacher. Tapos, ang sarap no balikan yung mga teacher. Kahit ako pag yung mga teachers na may impact talaga sa akin na sobra rin. I mean, lahat no, we owe to them. Pero may iba talaga na stand out talaga yung, kumbaga, na-reach out tayo in the level na nag-go sila na extra mile probably. Or talagang iba talaga yung naging ano nila sa atin, no? Yung approach, ganyan, connection, natawag. Na grade 11, Miss Janjan Irigin, kay Teacher Clarence, kay Teacher Althea Claire, Mr. Hilton Pilma, grade 12. Teacher Giselle, grade 8, Ma'am Zaida Wunda. Okay, so kay Teacher Jericho, grade 11, Mr. Fernando M. Manalo. Okay, from Teacher Angel Ann, grade 9 to 10, Mrs. Edwina Casaria. From Teacher Melissa, Mark Luis Pasis, grade 11 and 12 advisor. Okay, from Teacher Shandy, grade 7 to 8, Miss Janine Barateta. Okay, from Teacher Jonabel, Mr. John Buendia, grade 10. Meron din tayo kay Teacher Russell Ann, grade 7, Mrs. Balgua. Kay Teacher Jean Catherine, Ma'am Marinel A. Raimundo, grade 3. Okay, Sir Edwin O. Salalima, grade 5, at Ma'am Agnes Don K. Rodriguez, grade 8. Then Teacher Margaret, K. grade 10, Mrs. Jane De La Cruz, and Teacher Krisha, Ma'am Soriano, grade 7, Cristia, Teacher Cedric Ethan, grade 12, Dory Nidala. So thank you for your active participation. And now we will proceed to the next part, no? So ako naman, if I may share, ang pinaka-ano talaga sa akin teacher, sa grade school, no, ay kinder teacher ko, si Mrs. Stanislaw. I will never forget her kasi teachers, ako ay isa sa pinaka-shy type nung ako ay nasa kinder. As in, pag nilagay ako ng mama ko sa gate, I mean, dinala na sa gate, lalakad, tatahimik lang uupo. Pero she's the type of teacher na hindi pa uso yung dati na tinatawag na teaching for responsibility or yung differentiated instruction o kaya yung learning the capacities of students, sa managing of the learning environment, ganyan, no? Ang ginawa niya sa amin talaga, ang training niya, hindi lang isang class officer. Yun yung talaga ina-adapt ko hanggang ngayon sa kanya, no? Sa mga klase ko na gusto ko lahat may chance. Kasi inikot niya kahit kami mga mahiyain, or yung iba, iba-iba nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo sa whole brain learning system, sasabihin ko pahapyaw mamaya sa inyo, na nakita niya lahat kami na may potential, inikot niya kami sa lahat ng mga task, ganun lagi, walang specific na officers or monitors of the day. So umikot-ikot, kahit ako yung feeling ko wala akong confidence, talagang trini niya at inalalaya niya. Tapos hindi siya nakakalimot parang si Rita person na magsabi ng kind words. Na kahit siguro alam niya kabang-kaba na kami, yung mga kagaya ko, no, na mahiyain din na talagang you can do it, Marsha, kasi Marsha tawag nila yon, no? Tapos kahit high school, Marsha pa rin. Nung college na ako nag-work ang Nina sometimes, no? So ganun siya, Marsha, kaya mo yan. Tapos hawakan pa niya yung kamay ko nung una. Kaya hindi ko makakalimutan, lamig na lamig pa yung kamay ko. Ginawa niya akong leader. No? Inassign niya ako. Tapos hanggang sa ayon, dahil sa guidance niya, sa mentoring niya, nasanay na. At lahat kami napansin ko, no? At the end of the school year, iba yung naging connection namin sa kanya, Trapor. Walang, kumbaga yung sabi yung safe space. Wala pang safe space act. Feeling ko ganun na ganun yung pakiramdam ko pag nasa loob at kasama siya. And then, equally nga, sabi ko, meron lang tayong minention na gaya nyo, pero lahat din ako, no, alam ko gaya ninyo na sa grade school ko, high school, college, masteral, or sa doctorate din, na very thankful ako in one way or another, lahat ng teachers ko din, may something sila na talagang iba eh, yung parang best nila, no, best feature ng bawat teacher na na-realize ko na add up kung ano tayo ngayon, no? How we become more better as a person. So having shared that, punta na tayo sa next. Ayan, no? Ay, sorry kasi na-skip ko yung isang slide. So, yung ating what do you call this? Stop share ko para i-share ko na yung toolkit. Yung ating collaborative course plan, as mentioned, hindi pa anytime soon. I know you will take time hanggang Thursday na may katanungan din just to answer. And then, I'll be showing na the toolkit para sa ating discussion about sa definition kung ano ang learning environment. Okay, don't worry, I'll be giving you, and I shared also the syllabus. Bibigyan ko rin po kayo ng kopya po nito. Sige, for a while, open ko lang yung pictures. Okay. Ito po, para we have a clear definition, no? Ayan. Can you click the thumbs up kung nakikita na po, dear teachers? Ayan. Thank you for your confirmation. So this one, I would like to acknowledge the proponents, no? Each time that we use resources, we have to acknowledge the proponents. And I decided, kasi iba ngayon, no, naka-embed na rin, napansin ko, sa proponents ng syllabus ngayon, yung resources very rich, no? Ang ganda ng mga resources references. Ito naman, I will also acknowledge, no, the proponents itong previous toolkit. Sila, ayan, Ma'am Regalado and Ma'am Orencia. Sige. So dito po tayo mag-focus, and after this discussion, bibigay ko na sa inyo to. Okay? Dito po sa learning environment, and acknowledge natin, this is from Glossary of Educational Reform, no? Sana rin, no, I mentioned yung syllabus natin na recent, babasahin nyo as part of your reading diet per week kung ano yung naka-angkla sa topic. However, let's start. Maganda to para magkaroon tayo ng definition ng learning environment. So, what I will do, I will not let you to read or I will read. Hindi na po. Okay, ang gagawin, analyze lang po, read silently. Anything striking po, tell me about this. Kung nakarelate kayo, may something kayong natandaan, i-angkla natin na sa managing the learning environment. Or kung wala po kayo na i-share, ako po yung maaari, no, sa isang portion na papakita ko na magbigay sa inyo ng input. So, ganun lang yung flow ng Malayang Talakayan. Sige. I will give you 3 minutes to skim and scan. Tingnan mabuti kung may gusto kayo i-share. Raise ng hand o kahit sa type sa chat box, ano man convenient kayo, okay? Or comfortable. Okay, we may put in comment or kung wala naman, no, for that part, that's okay. If it's self-explanatory or wala rin naman na other pang additional, no? Sige, can we proceed? Thumbs up. This is siguro ano, working definition of learning environment. May katanungan ba? Ayan, thumbs up lang tayo. Sige, tingnan natin ang next paragraph. Okay. Meron ba na gusto mag-raise hand just to add some insights? Or you can type in the chat box. Kung wala, thumbs up tayo. We will proceed. Chinek ko lang yung chat box kung meron. Can we proceed, teachers? Sige, 1 minute. We can decide kung thumbs up, proceed na tayo, or kung may gusto mag-share any insight. Okay, so may thumbs up na tayo, no? So let's proceed. Anyway, it's self-explanatory, no? And we see also, these are the components. We have to remember this, dear teachers, no? It's developing a total learning environment. Sabi nga dito, there are some key components. So I want you to just read also silently lang. Okay, can you click the thumbs up kung we can proceed or kung meron bang gustong i-share na insights? Okay, tingnan ko lang. Chat box, wala naman. No? Okay. Thumbs up na lang tayo, teach, kung clear naman ang portion na ito sa atin. Okay naman na ang lahat sa part na yan. Ayan, thank you for the confirmation, teachers. Now, let's look at the diagram. Okay, sabi daw po, ito yung teacher, no? There are so many things the teacher needs to consider when we talk about, okay, or the components of the learning environment. So we have learner characteristics. Under that, ang daming nakapaloob po. We have diversity, learning context, digital natives, prior knowledge, learner's role. So ang dami dito, piliin natin digital natives. Ang ma-handle nyo kayo po, no, ay mga guro na soon. Ito po yung mga magiging students po natin. Okay? So, kailangan din tingnan natin kung may kakayanan sa contextualisasyon, no, or sa lokalisasyon, titingnan din natin kung saan ang mga estudyante natin. Pero kung meron, no, kailangan tignan natin about sa use of digital technology. Kapag naman walang kakayanan, kung gusto yung maging barrio teacher or teacher in the far-flung area, so titingnan natin, no, kasi ang educational technology, hindi lang siya panay high-tech, no? Titingnan natin, pwedeng place-based kayo. Tingnan po ano yung mga resources. Okay? Something to that extent. May iba naman kung ano rin, sabi nga park lang, pero may mga support na yung mga public and private institutions or organizations. So, unti-unti na-introduce din sa kanila. So, depende nga sa konteksto o lokalisasyon. Okay? Then, our content, we have content goals, sources, structure, quantity, depth, and activities. For the skills din, nakapaloob na kung paano natin titignan, no, yung sa learning environment. thinking activities, discussion, skills, goals, practical activities. For the learner support, counseling, scaffolding, feedback, and okay, other students. Tingnan natin. Resources, technology, facilities, assistance, my time. So kasama rin yun, no? Kailangan as a teacher, sabi nga, tingnan, time management and work-life balance din. Kasi hindi rin pwede na you are managing the students, pero you yourself, sabi nga, no, may time. You have to look na ikaw din personally, professionally, nag-grow ka rin habang nagmamanage ka ng learning environment. And assessment, projects, e-portfolios, test, and essays. Wait, I think there's a message in the chat box. Ayan, as teachers, important how to contextualize the lessons we teach and be flexible in ways to teaching so that students could relate to the lessons and it will be meaningful for them as well. Yes, tama po contextualization. Kailangan po yan. Ayan, yan yung learning environment from a teacher's perspective. Okay? And then, right now, I will just flash this. I'll give you medyo longer to, no? 4 minutes to skim and scan. Like your other classmate nag-share, I appreciate that. Kung meron din kayo insight, just in case. Kung wala, kung like other portions, okay lang. Thumbs up lang tayo after 4 minutes. Okay? Sige, go ahead, teachers. You may skim and scan. Okay, any insights? Just in case, meron lang po. Again, don't worry, I'll be giving this resource now after we discuss this definition about the learning environment. At teachers, i-highlight ko lang, meron ditong ethics. It's very important that you have a copy of the Code of Ethics. Na-discuss nyo na ba sa previous class ang Code of Ethics? Pa-click nga ang thumbs up kung na-discuss at may kopya na kayo ng buong kopya ng Code of Ethics for teachers. Yan. Kasi for managing the learning environment, ayan, may ilan lang, no? Sige, don't worry, bibigyan ko po kayo rin. Kasi iaangkla natin sa lesson, mahalaga po na may kopya kayo ng Code of Ethics kasi anything po, no? This is the guide na makakasave sa inyo sa mga possible na scenario na baka you will be put in a bad light. Okay? Ang mga handbook ng ating mga schools, faculty and student handbook, nakaangkla rin sa Code of Ethics din po. Ang mga clause din doon. And then, more than anything, may consequences kasi doon. Magandang alam natin, is a proactive stance, foresight po, no? Na bago pa lang naakala natin pwede pala yun as a teacher, hindi pala pwede na sa Code of Ethics. Tapos, depende kasi sa school eh. Kung wala pong clause sa school na, halimbawa, minodify nila sa Code of Ethics, ibig sabihin, yun po ang rules, no? Magbabasa tayo sa Code of Ethics. Unless, sabi ko nga sa inyo, na may modification na ginawa na naka-black and white ang school na handbook. Okay? So, isa yan, no, na gusto kong mabahagi. Sa lahat ng students ko, FSPT, pati sa kurso, binabahagi ko yun. Nagugulat sila sa iba. Teacher, ginagawa ko po yun unintentionally, hindi ko po pala alam. Sabi ko, that's the beauty na alam natin ang mga policies, mga mandates, or for that matter, ang Code of Ethics. Okay? Sige po. So, pa-thumbs up po kung this is self-explanatory lang, we read the information. Pa-thumbs up na lang po. Or kung may mag-share. Ayan, meron tayo sa chat box. Sabi daw po, it's good to highlight the part that there are some components that we teachers have no control. We can't do anything with it. Therefore, we should take advantage of some opportunities that we can control, such as effective teaching methods, in order to make the teaching experience more inclusive for learners. Okay, this is a very relevant sharing. I just want to share, teachers. Ang mga FS ko ngayon, kami ay laging in constant communication. Sapagkat, di ba, meron tayong danger heat index and very visionary at foresight din po ito yung ginagawa ng ating university officials, ng university president at ating University Student Council. Why? Others might say, no, na sana, kunwari lang ha, nagpe-face-to-face kami ngayon. Pero, yun na nga po, no, sabi nga po, danger. Possible na ilang mga estudyante o ibang mga profesor, ibang mga teacher may kakayanan na pumasok under 43, 44 na heat index. Pero teachers, no, kayo rin ay magiging official po, no? Kaya sabi kong visionary, proactive stance po ang ginagawa ng university. Marami po sa atin, kahit na kinder yan, pataas, college, MA student, doctorate, o sabihin natin, professors natin, di natin alam, o teachers, na meron po sila na mga sakit. Sakit na seryoso rin po na kapag lumabas po sila, na nandyan po, no, yung sakit nila, comorbidities, marami pa, na tingnan nyo, isang buwan po, dalawa kasi there's always the two sides of the coin, no? Maring sabihin na sayang yung F to F. Pero isipin natin na kapag inaraw-araw mo yan, yung danger heat index, okay, first day may comorbidity ka, hindi ka na hospital, hindi ka na heat stroke, hindi ka nangyari ng serious illness, and then it's good. Pero what if, no, tayo nga, pinoprotection lang tayo, what if every day, kaya ako to dinidiscuss kasi maganda to sa managing the learning behavior at kasama rin to as teachers, no, paano yung i-manage yung environment, learning environment pala, yung course natin. Imaginein mo kung may comorbidity pa rin kahit basic ed yan, high school o college student. Doon na lang, kunwari hanggang doon muna tayo. Pinapasok mo ng pinapasok yan. Wala kang ginawang foresight as a leader. At may nangyari sa loob ng school. Maalala nyo, teachers, nung nagkita tayo ng first time pa lang ng face-to-face, paklik ng thumbs up pa, ramdam nating lahat, kahit ako ang init, na parang walang lumalabas sa aircon. At mismo, no, kahit na naka-ano na tayo, electric fan, nag-Jisu light na ang iba o may iba na may mga fan na manual na pamaypay, talagang hindi na rin okay yung pakiramdam natin noon. May I ask, can you click a thumbs up? Gusto ko lang makita po kung naramdaman po iyon. Ayan, may nag-thumbs up po sa atin. At bago ako pumunta sa inyo, nagturo rin po ako. Nung pagbalik po namin, ang aircon namin dati okay. Then, after that, siguro sa init na rin, hindi na kinaya. Gaya po nung sa room natin, gawin yung 3 times ang init doon sa room namin sa grade 2 classroom. Tapos, ang dami kong FS teachers din. Punong-puno kami. Ganon din yun, bago ko kayo turuan. So, try to imagine kung hindi nagpa-call off ang university president. And alam nyo ba, na ako'y hilong-hilo rin nung time na yon. Nung araw na yun, di ba, after noon, tinuruan ko sila hanggang half day yun. Diretso ako sa inyo, may turo rin sa inyo. Tapos ganun din kainit, di ba? Yung sobrang, tapos ganun tayo nagtuturo sa classroom. So, yun ang mga bagay na dapat titingnan natin as proactive stance din. Okay, para tinanok sa'yo. And eto na yon. So dahil dyan sa heat index, imagine ang mga teachers ko, may grand demo sila, final demo. Kasi kasama to, no, doon sa portion na binabasa natin. 8 to 10:30 lang kami pag online modality. Dapat 8 to 10. Nakibeg off na ako sa parents at guardians. Nakiusap na ako na hayaan po na 8 to 10:30 kasi ano na lang ang matuturo nila. Ang dami kong FS at dapat lahat maka-grand demo. May graded demo sila na tapos namin noon. May grand demo sila. Tapos sabi ko nga shorten para makita niyo yung konteksto. Ganito ang danas. Ang 4th quarter namin, tinuro lang ng 3 linggo, dapat 6 na linggo dahil humahabol sa DepEd calendar. Ganon ang scenario. 2 topics kami per week. Pero minsan, gaya sabi ko sa inyo, ito sinabi nga, no, sometimes, i-highlight ko, kaya ko to na-share, there are things that we cannot control. At dun sa diagram kanina, ito yung exact na example para alam niyo yung danas. Then the teachers, they have to try their best, no? Gumagawa kaming shortened schedule, ina-approve ko yung proposal nila. Ilang minutes sila magtuturo, grand demo na, pero we cannot do anything because today, okay, until tomorrow, ito na po ang grand at final demo. Next week, exams na po namin. Ganun kabilis. Wednesday to Friday. And as teachers, para alam niyo, para matrain kayo. So sa ating CTL Lab School, no, o sa ibang school kayo magtatrabaho, pwedeng ganito po ang danas din ninyo. Kaya dapat ready kayo. We cannot say na ano ba yan, wala akong matuturo, something to that extent. Sometimes you really have to go with the flow and to be resilient nga. Nabasa ko sa mga sagot nyo. To innovate sometimes, no, sa mga disruptions na nasabi ko sa inyo, this is hidden curriculum, yung biglang mag-hit index, mag-shift, but we have to be resilient and forward-looking, solution-driven. So yun, nakaraos naman, excellent, sabi ko rin sa kanila, ang mga lahat ng mga demo teaching nila, kahit na nag-ready yung iba, no, may isa, nagkwento sa postpone ko, teacher paper mache ako, 31 ginawa ko, kasi nga, cancel ng cancel, hindi namin nagawa in person. So ang innovation ng teacher, nag-ready na siya para ma-feel ng mga bata kasi looking forward. Pero at the end of the day, nakita nyo, ganun siya yung spirit niya na hindi nadadampen. Natapos niya na talagang online kami, kaya ipapa-asynchronous namin na lang. So ganun minsan, no? Para hindi kayo, ang nangyari sa mga teachers, minsan nababurnt out ka agad, nalulungkot. Ang sabi ko sa kanilang lahat, at the end of the day, you did your best. Kung may mga pagbabago-bago o danas tayo, hindi natin maaalis. We try our best para ma-deliver natin. Ano man yung mga constraints, no? Sa SWOT analysis, yung mga nagiging weaknesses or nagiging threats along the way ng teaching and learning. Pero we always look, ta-transform natin yung weakness yung mga threats into opportunities and strengths. And true enough, they are all like that. And I believe kayo rin, as future educators, you will be like that. Okay? So having said that, move na tayo dito. Okay. I-move ko lang siya. Ayan. Meron daw management impacts, okay? Student impacts to tips to thrive and survive, okay? So I want you to read this very well kasi in the long run, sometimes ito pa ang difficulty ng mga beginning teacher, ang classroom management. Aminado yung mga FS teacher ko na teacher, iba po pala yung naturo, iba pala yung book, iba pala nung nandito na tayo, no? Sabi ko, definitely, iba pa. Natuto ako sa mga realization nila. Okay, so I want you to read it. Kung meron something striking dyan, you share. Kung wala naman, ako po yung mag-share. O kaya kung both tayo na self-explanatory, thumbs up lang tayo, we can proceed na. Okay? Sige, maiksi lang yan. Baka pwede na tayo, no? Na-skim and scan na natin. Anything ba na gusto nyo i-share about dyan? Okay, feel free to type in the chat box or reason. Kung wala pa po, sige, may pasimula na ako, may i-share ako sa inyo. Ayan ang na-realize ng mga FS teacher. Sabi teacher Nina, iba po pala, no, kapag sa face-to-face na. Something to that extent, okay? So, nakita nila, tapos sinabi nila na, teacher, kailangan namin yun nga, kay Rita person mag-build ng connection po at rapport. Then sabi rin, teacher, kahit po sa Zoom, never po ako nakagamit. I like your honesty and transparency, sinasabi ko sa FS. And sabi niya kanina, sure, first time ko nag-navigate ng Zoom. Kaya nagpa-ask siya ng support. Grand demo yon. Sabi ko, I like your honesty and your transparency and we are all here to help you out. So ganun yung culture na sabi ko yung school climate culture na i-build nyo. Instead of pagagalitan ko siya, kasi you will become also like me na baka maging supervisor din kayo ng mga FS or something. I hope you build in your teaching philosophy nga or how you will, what would want to, gusto mo ba coaching type ka, mentor mentoring or gusto mo authoritative ka ba? So it would depend nga kung anong philosophy. Kaya if you will notice, may share nyo, iba-iba yung napapansin nyo paano yung mga teacher din. No? May nag-share kanina. In a low, ano ba, in a low section, lowest section daw. So ang ginawa ko, sabi ko sa inyo, that's okay teacher, ina-assist ko sila kahit grand demo, no, meron kami GC kasi alam ko na ang hirap, no? Ready sila for face-to-face, pero pag nag-shift ka online, may mga unexpected, parang ako, hindi ko siya pwedeng pwersahin na maging magaling ka agad sa Zoom na hindi niya alam. Ako nga ngayon, yung internet ko kahit kanina or kailan pang meeting ko, napaalis-alis ako talagang maraming mga difficulty, no, na na-encounter tayo bawat isa. Kaya what we do, we can be extra kind. Yun ang sabi ko sa kanila rin. We support, be extra kind, at lagi sinasabi sa kanila, kaya nyo yan. And true enough, na-deliver nila nga kahit yung teacher na nagka-problem, nahirapan siya mag-navigate, naging excellent din yung demo niya. Okay? But we have to zero in, no? Gumamit tayo ng mga studies, no, from Proyen and Iverson na dapat, if you would want also classroom, yun nga sa managing the learning environment, no, we see content management, conduct management, covenant management. Kahit dito sa online, napansin nila, tendency, no, kasi grade 2, isa-sample ko sa inyo na ginagamit nila yung chatbox. So, what we did, we trained them, ano yung importance, ano yung rules. Tapos, sinabi ko rin, tinuruan ko sila na pwede nyo i-manage as a teacher kung doon kasi ang classroom management titingnan ng evaluators nyo. Kung online sa chatbox, binabasa po namin yun, supervisors o evaluators. Tinitingnan namin paano naupo yung mga bata pag online modality, no? Depende saan kayo bawa pag FS na rin kayo or no? So ang sabi ko, may 3 dots yun, teachers. Pwede nyo pong co-host or host lang kung hindi recitation. Kasi ang tendency ng mga bata, no, para alam nyo rin, maging teachers din kayo, no? Ang tendency talaga magta-type sila, lalo kapag lower grades. Even upper grades, sometimes, no, nakikita rin yun kapag may general assembly kami na online. So, i-control na lang yun, restricted. Kapag pag may recitation, part ng classroom management nito sa online, i-open nyo, the chat box is open para natitrain yung good discipline. And true enough, nakakatuwa, lahat kami natuwa ay na-train namin yung mga bata na ganun din. Okay? It takes time, lalo pag lower grades, pero kaya naman, no? Ayan siya. So I will also move na ha, teachers, this one. Ayan. Ito po, sabi ko sa inyo, ito yung parang worksheet, pero as of now, syllabus din kasi endorse, wala mga worksheet, naka-embed na, no? Para hindi natin ma-miss out, sabi ko nga sa inyo, pwede natin i-modify, gawin na lang natin talakayan siya. Pero I want to forgo this one kasi may 3 tasks to. Okay? Dito lang. Ito yung gagawin natin lang. Type lang sa chat box or raise the hand lang na this is the part na instead of gagawa kayo ng kanya-kanyang worksheet. So kasi parang collaborative, no? Collective ideas. So ito lang po, I'll show you na para later. Ito na yung pinaka-last po natin, no, activity for today. And ito lang pong task 2. Pwede tayo mag-sharing mamaya nito. Okay? Not necessarily again written. Kasi ang sabi ko nga sa inyo, 2 critical essay lang ang nire-require ko sa courses ko na 500 word at kung ano man yung project-based na output natin, di ba, na gagawin yung collaborative course plan. At kung magde-decide nga kayo, teachers, di ba, if you will have a reporting or something else, I will leave that to your planning. Sige, so I'll give you time. When you're ready, please raise the hand or type in the chat box. Ito na po. Put together the terms into concise statements to make your operational definition of a 21st century learning environment. Okay, you may add in some more ideas that you wish to be included. Write your final answer below. Sige, ita-type lang po sa chat box kung ano, kahit sabi ko sa inyo, I'm not very particular na mahaba na statements. Keyword, phrase, sentence will do sa akin. As long as na-hit ninyo. Okay, kung ano yung key insight. Sige, I'll give you time when you're ready. Let's have this activity, then followed by the last one. Then that's the end of our session. Okay? Ayan, so For the interest of time, babasahin ko na ha. Meron na. May nag-share na si Teacher Melissa Hart. Okay? Classroom management and classroom instructions are connected, no? I agree with this since with good management, even the best preparation, instructional materials and lesson plans would be ineffective due to disruptions and disengagement. And I like na na-highlight po, no? We always assume, no, teacher, that there will be like the VUCAD nga na tinatawag or disruptions. Marami po yan. Pero it's how we will. Sabi ko lagi, no, nagugulat yung mga FS ko pag pinopost ko minsan or teacher, parang hindi ko ma-expect kung grade na to. Ganun sila sa akin. Sabi ko, nila parang feeling ko, teacher, ang gulo nila at first. Pero nakuha ko nga po nun. Pero bakit po ganito? Sabi ko sa kanila, because that's their normal nature and behavior. Grade to teach siya ang ating context. But how you tried your best and how you also build the connection and rapport with them and try to instill also at the same time good discipline. Kahit na ganun yung first nilang initial behavior, I won't take it against you. You get the point, teachers? Kasi hindi kasalanan ng guro na ganun yung behavior, pero yung trinay ng guro na maging composed, number one, managing the learning environment, very objective, very nurturing at the same time, kung kailangan na may konting authority for good classroom management or discipline pinakita, then why would I? Sabi ko sa kanila, why would I take it against you? So, minsan kasi naunan tayo ng kaba, no, pag may nag-evaluate, naisip natin, ako baka nagalit, gano'n po sila, teacher baka nagalit ka, or teacher baka nalungkot ka, hindi ako effective, ganyan. Yung mga dati-dati ko pa mga ano, gano'n sila mag-talk. No? Sabi ko, no, it is how you will manage and conduct yourself as a teacher. So, kayo rin po, magkakaroon kayong chance na kayo rin ang uupo, mag-evaluate sa iba. I hope your lens nga, ano, kunin ko yung word nyo, yung lens ninyo dapat somehow it's very, parang 360 degrees. Titingnan nyo lahat-lahat. Okay? Not just one action of the teacher. And if I may share, sige, magbahagi pa ako. Habang you are composing, no, alam ko mag-share din kayo ideas o may raise ng hand. Ang ginagawa ko rin po pag nagpo-post conference, I do not start na sinasabi. Ito yung isang technique na natutunan ko sa training din namin ng mga school heads and administrators workshop. Na you try first to ask the schema of the person. Pag nag-o-observe ka, huwag mo sabihin, okay, yung classroom management mo hindi maganda, tapos ang gulo ng mga bata, na nagpasa yung paper, it's not like that. You ask them first. Pwede mong gawing style, no? Ginagawa ko pag nagpo-post conference, bigyan nyo ako teachers ng 2 recommendations ninyo sa ginawa nyong demo teaching. After yan, teacher, sasabihin ko ang aking commendations or recommendations para sa constructive ito na paglago mo bilang turo. So true enough, dati, nung hindi ko pa alam yung ganun strategy, nagsasabi ako kagad ng commendation din sa tingin ko na hindi okay. Pero nung binaliktad na, inas mo muna sa perspective niya. So may list na ako na kung paano nag-manage ng learning environment. May listaan ako pero nire-review ko. Kasi alam ko kung saan siya nanggagaling. So na-realize ko na minsan may mga bullets pala ako na, kaya pala. So pwede na ma-reconcile ko yung aking list din, ma-observe na nila, no? Kung ano yung na-observe ko sa kanila. So pwedeng ganun din, no? How we can approach. May iba-iba nga na approach. Sige, so having said that, teacher, sige, go ahead. Maaari pa po mag-share. And some, I guess, siguro kaya hindi na rin po nag-share yung iba. Okay lang po i-forgo na natin kasi it was discussed in my initial prompts or reflection prompts. Can you click the thumbs up? I understand, no? Yung iba, nasagot din ito kanina. Can you click a thumbs up so we can forgo? In my class, sabi ko nga lagi, pwede tayong mag-agree, mag-ganyan. Okay. Pero meron pa nagdagdag. Okay, let's double check. Ayan. So may additional pa. Ayan. A learning environment is a double-way interaction between the learner and the students. It is an environment that fosters learning while considering other factors to make teaching effective. And may nagdagdag din, a learning environment is a space where meaningful relationships and growth happen. So other sharing nyo rin, ako rin overwhelmed kanina yung mga inclusivity, safe. So yun yung mga 21st century learning environment. we aim students to thrive, no? Sabi niya pa, uplift, may mga ganun kayong sharing na mga keywords kanina. That's how it is, no? Gone are the days na, yun nga, meron pa kayong analysis kanina sa low section. Gone are the days na hinahayaan na, no? We become sad, no? Sabi nga na, how they are na kapag ganun pa yung mga view ng educators. Sige, ayan. Kung may magdadagdag pa, feel free, teachers, ha? Ayan. Student can be her own self. Yan, yung learning environment ng 21st century. And a safe space will feel free to express idea, ask questions, and make mistakes without the fear of judgment. Yes. And ngayon po, ang trend din po, teachers na ay ginagamit po ang failure at mistakes. That's what you call problem-based learning. Okay? Sa problem-based learning, hayaan yung magkamali talaga sila. Example, pinagawa nyo sila ng car. Kunwari yung car na gumagalaw, ganyan. May experiment ganyan. Hayaan mo na magkamali, mag-usap-usap sila para isipin, ay, ito pala dapat medyo inano natin yung pag-screw natin dito. At dun yung nahihit natin yung transformative competencies na tinatawag. Kapartner yan ni 21st century learning skills, no? Yung collaboration, di ba? Sa 21st century, paano natin yung magagawa kung hindi natin bibigyan sila ng problems, problem-based learning. Okay, so nandiyan na yung communication, collaboration, creative thinking, papasok na yan, no? Critical thinking. So ganun, ini-immerse natin. At kapag ganyan, ang tinatawag ay may mga grit, no? Kay ano rin yan, Duckworth. So pag sa TED Talks din yan, papanood natin next time yan. Pag may grit, hindi takot, no? Kasi doon nag-grow. At sabi nga, doon, no? Sama, bigyan ko lang kayo ng konti lang na information na sometimes yung may mga grit na tao, yung kahit may mali na, try again, try, sila po yung nagsasucceed. Dahil sila po ay merong tenacity, meron po silang patience, meron din sila ngayon, no, yung determination and commitment na no matter what, normal ang pagkakamali o mga mistakes, pero titingnan ko, aaralin ko to para mas maging better the next time. Okay? At hindi lang knowledge, tama ito, no? Na-share din, kundi dahil doon yung mga transformative competencies natin, transversal skills. Next time, papakita ko sa inyo yun, no? Yung mga trends din na nauhon din. Okay? So, yan, thank you sa mga nag-share, no? Acknowledge po lahat, though hindi ko binasa, lahat meaningful and well. Ayan, meaningful and also valuable and sharing. So, meron din dito, no? Conducive space for teacher-student connection in which knowledge, values, and growth. Okay? Holistic din, no? Encompassing, no? Ang ating pagtingin din. And then, from Teacher Razel Ann, yan, learning environment, atmosphere of students, process and progress of learning. Yan, yung monitoring and evaluation, very important. Yan, no? Crucial aspect of learning need of students, one way of very foundation to which build a greater positive impact on how a student might perceive his or her path of learning. Okay, an oxygen or a healthy air to which we need to breathe to be healthy or to live. Okay, parang ayan, no, analogy rin natin na oxygen, which is totoo yun. Nakakalungkot, no, sa news, nakita nyo may bago na naman na bata na tinali ng teacher. And yan po, no, sometimes we cannot also blame kaagad kasi diba dapat we give the benefit of the doubt. Pero we have to be very careful, no, na if we will be like that ba, kung totoo man na nangyari, we have to really find out pa. Yun din ang sinasabi ko kahit grade 2 ko or mga FSPTs, yung training namin sa fake news at iba pa. We have to wait for the proper, no, na talagang meron talagang ebidensya na nangyari. Anyway, dapat yun na, let's be very careful, teachers, kasi alam niyo ba yung heat index? At kapag may pasok, ito nga sasabihin ko sa inyo, teacher, I will be honest. Ang mga may sakit na high blood na mga teacher or iba pang comorbidities at pinagturong mo yan, kunwari, kinder o mga grade school yung mga nangyayari ngayon na news na nakakapanakit ng mga student o ano-ano na isip, may factor po na pag nilagay mo rin ang may taong may sakit, okay, sa isang lugar na sabihin natin, no, kasi dapat 360 degree. Na-analyze ko mga ina-analyze natin yan, no, mga pangyayari. Maaari po na hina-high blood na pala yung teacher at talagang hindi sumusunod din yung bata. Pero we're not telling na yung news na yun, yung particular news ngayon. Tapos gagawa lang tayo ng scenario lang, no? Kunwari lang na scenario. Imagine niyo ang teacher pala, hindi natin alam, high blood na, hindi nakainom ng gamot, or nakainom ng gamot pero sa sobrang heat index may impact sa rin sa health niya. At ang bata, kunwari lang, gagawa tayo make believe lang, make believe. Ilan ang handle niyang bata at naglilikot, hindi niya maan yung classroom management niya, at ang least na niyang magawa is talagang patahimikin. Pero nakita nyo, may other factors na nag-contribute sa act ng teacher. Pero we're not telling na tama yung act. Pero we have to be open din. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, visionary rin po ang ating university president. Na bago pa po makaramdam ng iba pang mga sakit-sakit, kung sino man sa atin, o danger na mangyari, ay minabuti na mag-shift sa modality na lahat po tayo, kukunin ko sa inyo, safe ang learning environment natin. Okay? Nag-discount ba tayo? Nag-shortchange ba tayo kung nag-online tayo? Hindi. Dahil tayo po'y kaway-aralan sa bagong kadawyan at kasama po ang flexibility po at ang number one na priority ay health. Kaya I admire po to be honest, this is my personal take lang. I admire the University Student Council for taking the lead kasi siguro kinonsider din po nila lahat. Okay, I must say, kinonsider po nila lahat. Hindi lang po yung aspeto lang na, sige, mawawalan tayong face-to-face. Okay? At I admire po ang officials, the university president, for also being visionary rin, na nakita rin po yung proposal ng University Student Council. Okay? Sige, let's go to the next. Creating a classroom that is dynamic and inclusive, ayan, to thrive and reach full potential. Learning environment that is inclusive where no student will not feel left out and everyone will feel a sense of belongingness, no? Inclusivity rin. Okay, varies from one classroom to another. Every classroom, student, yan, learning style, teaching philosophy of a teacher, yan. You should not serve as a hindrance to for a learner to be exposed from safe space where teaching, learning, yeah, inclusive, engaging, fun, and open to mistakes. And also well-managed classroom management helps the students learn better. Ayan, as the learning process when important factors and resources, environment, and the teacher's management styles are considered. And also we have safe space where everyone is provided with the opportunity to nurture themselves holistically. It is a place where their emotional capacity, capabilities are just as vital as their cognitive skills. Yes, their development as a human. No guarantee that the space is always comfortable to be in, but it is always understanding of one's flaws. And yeah, understanding does not necessarily equate to tolerance of behavior. Instead, it pertains to an openness for change. Yes. So there's always a room for change. So equally meaningful lahat, no? And I'm overwhelmed again with your valuable sharing. Now, sometimes kapag F2F, I usually give them group tasks, as I mentioned, pero simple lang. Halimbawa, naka-angkla rin dito. Di ako lalayo sa syllabus din. Meron silang isang task, bond paper lang, para ano rin heads up sa inyo, nagsisharing tayo, ganito yung content. Pero as of now nga, no, as I mentioned, wala muna tayong mga written. So sa task 2 lang, okay, sabi dito, examine your final statement in task 1. What did you say? An environment, pero we can forgo this teacher ha, kasi supposedly dito, if you will notice, more of ano lang siya, no, concise statements. Pero kanina in-explain nyo naman na. I-explain ko na lang to, no, yung worksheet para eventually, when you become, this is important, no, yung mga nasa toolkit and nasa syllabus ngayon, when you become an educator yourself, you will get to know, mayroon kang mga tools. Tools ito, the matrix, no, na pwede mong isipin din pag gagamitin mo na. Kasi whatever your teachers, the proponents, professors, talagang hard work din na gumagawa ng ganito na pag pinapagawa kami ng syllabus, mga matrix or other things, pinag-isipan din at na ang hope namin more than anything, hindi lang ma-present ay maaalala nyo ay sa lesson pala namin na ito, gumawa rin kami ng analysis matrix ng context, content, conduct, covenant. So yun ang ikatutuwa namin. No? Kaya pinapresent namin sa inyo na magagamit niyo sa totoo na ninyong danas sa pagiguro. No? So, imagine lang natin, hindi ko ito paparitan sa inyo. What do you say? Did you say an environment must have to be conducive for learning? So, well explained kayo kanina sa exercise sa chat box. Name all of them in clusters using the matrix below. You may add some more ideas that may come from your own experience as a student.
Ayos naman, kuya.
Okay, so dito po, merong context, no? What elements surround the school and learning environment? So may mga na-mention na tayo kanina rin, no? Sa content din, what do teachers use or do to facilitate teaching and learning? And sa conduct, what are the different flavors that learners bring to the learning environment? So nakita rin natin yun no, sa video natin. Then, na-hit natin yan. Covenant, what should an LE have to ensure that persons relate with one another appropriately? Okay, ito yung mga reflective prompts na tinatawag na I will not let you answer but now just critically analyze. Kasi pwede naman ang critical reflection or analysis ay introspection lang. No need to write it down like a critical essay or critical task. So, ganun level lang ako ha. Kasi I am already, okay na ako sa mga sharing nyo kanina. Sige. So, ngayon lang, just I'll give you time, critical analysis, introspection within yourself as a future educator din or as a student nga daw, no, yung kaninang ilan ng proponent. So, which of the components do you think is most essential and why? So, I want you to think about it. But it will differ. I I bet na it will differ in each one of you, no? Kasi meron kayong bibigyan ng mas sa teaching philosophy niya yung ugat. Kung ano mas bibigyan nyo ng, you will put a prime, pero we should not forget na dapat may importansya rin yung bawat isa. Okay? Next, what do you think may happen to teaching and learning when a component is not considered? Ayan, parang nilid ko na kayo doon, no? Kailangan bigyan ng importance, no? So what roles do teachers play ensuring that all these components dynamically relate in the learning environment? So this is an introspection exercise. Pero this time, not necessarily na ilagay nyo sa chat box. Baka for processing lang ng activity. I might call lang, no, as an ending na. Okay, exit slip na ng class. Na 1 to 2 to share. Okay, not necessarily lahat. Kasi meron na kayong active participation kanina rin lahat. This is just an exit sleep exercise. Okay? Sige. So I'll give you time, 2 minutes po for thinking time. And when someone is ready, this will be our last activity. Feel free to raise the hand. Okay? Tatawag tayo ng 1 hanggang 2 na mag-share po. Okay? Thank you very much. You can choose any of the numbers. And then, ito po yung guide natin, no? Ayan siya. Kita natin para makita nyo rin siya. Yan, context, content, conduct, covenant. Okay, yan ang pinaka-guide natin. When you're ready, feel free to raise the hand so we can hear. Okay, ibaba ko ng teacher. Dito tayo angla ha, sa context, content, conduct, covenant. Ayan. Pili lang po tayo dito ha, kung ano sasagutan natin. You may choose a number when you're ready and we can share already, no? Kahit 1 to 2 lang, no? The representatives of the class. Thank you. Sige, teachers, this is what we're going to do. Pa-type naman sa chat box. Kung for you, context, you may put in one. Sige, kung ang important sa atin, so I will just modify our task na nasabi ko kanina. So dito po, pwede nating type ang one, kung context. Kung content naman po, pwede natin type ang two. Kung para sa inyo, conduct ang three. Or pwede rin na four. Sige, tingnan ko para I would know, no, kung ano sa inyo yung you put no a prime in o yung priority natin as a student ngayon pero maging future teacher. So feel free to type in the chat box 1, 2, 3 or 4. So 1 for context, 2 for content, 3 for conduct, or 4 for covenant. Okay, tingnan natin ha. Alright, thank you. May mga nag-in na. So merong 4, 1, 2, 4. Sige, the rest, I will wait for your answers. Ayan, so 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. Okay. Sige, so marami. Ang mga nakikita ko, 2, 1. Ang mas marami, no? Pati 4. Yan. Sige, go ahead, teachers. Feel free to type your answer. Sige. Let's have 1 minute. It's okay? Type pa rin. Although madami na ang 4 din, no? So parang 4, 1 at 2 ang most, pero wala pang 3 as of now, no? Sige, so we're seeing, no, kung nasaan tayo, no, kung ano yung talagang focus natin, ang importante sa atin. Sige, so last 30 seconds, feel free teachers to type in your answer. Ayan, so may nagsabi rin ng 1. Okay, delete ko muna tong ano ko. Drawings, ayan. So may 1, 2, 4, 1, yes, okay. Dumadami naman si 1 ngayon, no? Kanina si 4. Okay. Yan, so maraming 1, si 1 at si 4 ang most. Meron tayong 2 pero walang 3. Sige, last 15 seconds, teacher, tapos tignan natin doon sa ano natin. Alright, so thank you very much. Okay, so context, content, conduct, and covenant. Okay, so para sa atin, mas binibigyan natin, no, sa klaseng ito, ang most essential is context, what elements surround, okay, the school and learning environment. Pati parang si 1 at si 4 ang nag-type. Covenant, what should an LE have to ensure that persons relate with one another appropriately? At si 2, ang kung parang pumangatlo siya, no? What do teachers use or do to facilitate teaching and learning? And last yung conduct, no? Parang wala masyado na naglagay na what are the best behaviors that learners bring to the LE? Okay, sige. Now, this time naman, i-ano na lang natin siguro sa type na lang sa chat box. Sige. What do you think may happen to teaching and learning when a component is not considered? Okay, okay lang po ako na word, statement, o words kung saan po kayo comfortable sa ating chat box. Ito na po ang last item. Ayan, last 2 items na ating for exit natin, no? Exit slip natin sa class. Ayan, meron na, basahin ko na not effective. Yan, thank you for sharing, no? And if you would want to add more, feel free to add more teachers. At tignan din natin yung ikatlo. Ayan, meron pang nag-add, thank you. There will be an unforeseen factor that will affect the learning environment. The learning process may fall if you do not consider the context, as students may not have the capability to observe learnings due to unhealthy learning environment. Okay? Thank you for your sharings and insights. Okay, next we go to the 4th one. What roles do teachers play in ensuring that all these components dynamically relate in the learning environment? So as a teacher, ano kayong critical role natin, no? Feel free to type in again, even word, phrase, or sentences. Kung ano man ano sa inyo, convenient. Ano daw ang role natin? The one who guides. Okay, thank you. May nag-key in na ng answer. Ayan. A teacher must be resilient and adaptive. Okay, can lead to less engaging learning experiences. So, right. Maraming salamat sa inyong insights. And with that, okay, meron pa po ba nga habol? Let's have 1 minute more. If none, okay, napakahusay na po ng mga exit ano ninyo, no? Statements for our exit sleep sa ating lesson. And I will stop sharing na. Ang next na lang po natin, teachers, ay ang ating collaborative course plan na ipe-present natin on Thursday. Wala akong additional na asynchronous. Reading budget lang tayo. Teacher, pag nabigay ko na ito, na toolkit, bibigay ko din sa inyo. And then, you just read yung sa syllabus natin no, per week. Tapos, ganito lang yung flow din ng ating sessions. Unless, tingnan na natin yung collaborative course plan kung ano yung propose nyo. Okay? So, are there any questions before we continue? Before we end, ayan, meron tayong the driver to achieve an effective learning environment. Meron din, you should act as a bridge or a mediator, strengthening the significance and effectiveness of such components. Yes. Okay? Thank you all for your insightful and meaningful sharing. Do we have any questions, class, teachers? So if none, may I respectfully request for a photo documentation. Yung may mga kakayanan para po as reference for our online class today. Ayan, thank you, teacher. Yan, meron na tayong yan, sina teacher. Okay, so let's have siguro 1 minute, no, yung may mga kakayanan. For now, I want to be excused. Next time, I promise, no, hopefully better connection and I will also join the video, okay? And class, thank you for attending our online session. I'm looking forward sa Thursday pa tayo, no? Kasi holiday ang Monday. Alright? Sige po. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Thank you very much, teachers. So we started with a prayer, we end with a prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for gathering all of us here today. Keep us safe and healthy, and please bless us as we do our task for your greater glory. This we ask in your mighty name. Amen. Bye, teachers. Have a great day ahead of you. Maraming salamat, teachers.
Thank you po.
Thank you.